Hello, hope you're doing well. And today we have Extreme Challenge Mode for the month of November. This is Elbing, Incarnation of Scorpio. If you want to get Elbing, her event should be running in the next couple months, so that should be cool. She's light armor boss, pretty easy to deal with, so hopefully you don't struggle too much. My strategy is definitely not the fastest, but it works, and I feel like you can probably work it on a much weaker team than I did. But yeah, let's look at her skills. Scorpion's Mist. 18 seconds after the battle starts, and every 40 seconds after the first activation. She creates a noxious mist on the battlefield, so it's like a green fog that increases the ship's evasion rate for 20 seconds by 20%. So once again, another boss being dodgy, which sucks. Other ships that enter the mist suffer Scorpion's Venom status effect, reducing their evasion rate by 80%, but increase their damage dealt by 60%. So at face value, like, okay, well, they're going to get hit anyway, so that 80% doesn't really matter. But with her second skill, that it actually matters a lot. And the 60% damage buff is cool. I didn't make the most use of it, but you can probably make better use than I did. But to cancel out this effect, so you don't have the debuff evasion, you don't have the additional effect from her other skill, but you lose a 6% damage buff. So I'm not sure if toolboxes count for this. So I would recommend having a healing ship in the back line that can have a consistent heal, so that when you see the mist come up, you can heal off it. I'll show once I'm in the map, and we'll speed it up a little ways in. Yeah, let's look at our other skill, the scary skill, Fatal Sting. 3 seconds after Scorpion's Mist activates, she fires a special barrage. Not too scary. If a ship hit by this barrage has the Scorpion's Venom status effect, this attack and deals additional damage equal to 30% of that ship's HP. So that is a huge chunk of damage. You get hit 3 times, you're dead. So you do not want to have the Venom effect on your ships when she pops this off. So you have a tiny window to make good use of that 60% damage buff before things get really dicey. And if you have other good healers, then you can negate this a bit, but just be aware that this is scary. This is why I was not able to do this on auto mode. But we're going to basically run like we're on auto mode. So let's take a look. So here's the lineup. The ship that I think is the most important for this is Unicorn here. You can use Perseus, Aquila, Ryuho. I use the Rocket Fighter, so she does more damage to light armor bosses, which light armor enemies, and Elbing is one. Converging Torps. Now we don't have a slower in this fleet, but the boss becomes stationary for a lot of the fight, so you just kind of time it and wait, and it'll be good to go. And then the rest of the gear I have just left on for working on Chapter 15, so that's the same. But, homing beacon, you can fire more often. That's nice. Let's stick with the back line. Oh, we're bugging out. New Jersey. Just big damage here. Ulrich is really nice for this. She'll probably speed things up a lot for you. She has additional damage to light armor enemies. Okay, so that was the teams. Let's look at the run. This run does take a while. A little bit stressful. But what I want to do, move back a little bit, and then heal forward just a bit, staying in the middle of the screen. What we're going to want to do is make sure the reticle kind of lines up where Elbing stays at. And make sure your tank, whether it's Azuma, Breast, Augur, is towards the front, so they're taking most of the damage. And here we go, just chugging along, staying right here. Make sure you have one unicorn heal ready to go at all times, just in case. Just gonna let it rip. Doing this strategy reminds me of that scene in Jurassic Park, the T-Rex, where the professor's like, "Don't move, he can't see us. Their vision is based off movement." That's what it reminds me of. There's the fog. It's in fact purple, not green like I said, like the image shows. I move back just a little bit. That way Elbing is right on the spot. About to deploy the submarines. There we go. That's much better. And yeah, so I'll probably just speed things up. And there you go. Not as good as my first time, or previous time, but that's how you do it. Just sit there, being stationary, and you win. As you saw, Ozma got really low at points, so probably Brest, Augur, Anchorage might be a better option. But you don't want to use Ozma, so I don't get to use it very often. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it useful. If you did, be sure to share with someone else. Maybe help them. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.